Well, I have to say, I've had better weekends in virtual wrestling. The last weekend of 2019 in virtual wrestling. A weekend where I thought I was going to check something off the bucket list. A Holiday Havoc Rumble. Instead, it was a weekend where I did a whole lot of nothing. I was at the shows, met some fans, chilled out with them, chatted with my brother, and, we were there being around the shows. Both Holiday Havoc and a Christmas vacation. But man, would I have wished to have been out there abso-fucking-lutely. But why wasn't I out there? Why was it I weren't able to be in Holiday Havoc? Why was it I didn't even get a chance? And I'm not saying I would have won. Because the 60 other men in there, 59 of the other toughest men, if I include myself, in all virtual wrestling, 59 of the best. Well, actually, let me correct that. Officially, there was 58 of the best in the fucking Rumble. And then there was one of them who was a fucking backstabbing Judas cunt. But I'll get onto him in a bit. All those men went out and bust their ass in that Holiday Havoc Rumble. I have to say it, I may not like the Dooleys, but Bull Dooley became a star. That guy became a fucking star in that Rumble. And then, of course, to the Rumble winner himself, Claudio Dover. Congratulations, my brother. You deserve it. Going in as UWL World Champion, and now going in with the case. Hope to one day share the win with you, Claudio. That's something on the bucket list for 2020. But, despite all that, what was my major feelings coming out of Holiday Havoc? My major feeling was one of anger. I mean, getting to the arena that day, because you all saw it on social media, I got to the arena that day, and then I had to go through concussion tests, and then because even though I said I would sign a waiver, the fucking New Jersey, speaking of which, that state athletic commission can go and fuck itself. Not the people, because the people are fucking gents. The state athletic commission, though, can go and fuck themselves. They've ruined sport there for years, and it seems to be going the same trend here. I weren't cleared. Concussion protocol. See, I was allowed to sign a waiver in Baton Rouge, Louisiana for Revelations to go in that pure title match. And in a sense, I did get a little bit of vengeance. But all this stems out of Pulse 50. Pulse 50. A night where the precision athlete, in a sense, was outmaneuvered by surprise and given a headshot of his own, which left him a bloody mess. Bludgeoned with a baseball bat. Oh, the absolute joy. From a man who on July 8th of this year, back at UWL's Oblivion, I saved your fucking life. And then the fucking worst thing, is I saved this guy's life from a fucking demon. A fucking demon which, by the way, is in the pits of hell because of Malik Brown, and I fucking hope remains there for the fucking eternity. Because fuck it, the heretic is dead and he wants to stay dead. But I saved your ass from the heretic. And then you have the fucking gall, to say I deserved that on Pulse 50. After coming to cover for your ass. Time after time after time after time again. That pisses me off. And yeah, I was happy I got my little bit of vengeance at Revelations. Obviously, I would like more. But then the Christmas vacation happened. And you thought my temper was bad then. Look at the men's clusterfuck Rumble. Having fun at the Christmas vacation all night. I mean, it was a fun show overall. A fun weekend. I mean, hell, getting to see Tahaya get fucking destroyed after how much that cunt fucking shows his love for me. Oh, that was fucking gorgeous. But then we get the new Superman is laid out in the back. Don't know by who, but I could probably have a guess. And then, who takes the number 30? Who takes the number 30? Nothing more than the gutless Judas says I'm deserving of being beaten to a bloody pulp. Piece of shit himself in Charles Schultz. And he wins! Charles actually wins! I mean, he does have a record in Battle Royals and Rumbles. And now he's got a world title shot at any time for any company. He's got a shot for a world title at a company of his choice. Now, I could say I could go on vengeance and look to cost him that world title, but what would be the benefit of costing this man right now? What would be the benefit of going for vengeance right now? The answer's simple. There is no benefit. It's a matter of timing. So, Charles, I'll leave you be on that world title shot. But do be warned that if you think this thing from between me and you is over, we've been doing this dance now for 1.5 years. And after what you've done to close out this year, it seems like this dance has only gone on to its second verse. But I'm here to tell you, 2020 will be its bloody last verse. But enough of him. And why do I say enough of him? Because of what I just said. 2020. Considering the end of 2019, what do I want in 2020? Well, I made the list quite clear on social media what I want. I mean, hell, if I would have been in the Rumble, I would have had a chance to share the ring with the Hell's Gambit champion Gordon Ramsay. I mean, I've made my case open on social media and on multiple platforms. I want that belt. I know Ramsay's got Morimoto and fucking Nitro upcoming at Insurgency. But to whichever one of you boys eventually comes out with the Hell's Gambit title of the VWU, be on notice, fellas. I'm coming from you. Speaking of on notice, I'm pretty certain this man mentioned my name because I had a win on him. That brings me to you, Mr. Savage. Mr. Jamal Bedlam. Congrats on your win, by the way, against Brandon Wolf. Congrats on being one of the fastest rising stars in 2019. But if I want to get to the platform which you were on, because I'll be honest, the way this 2019 has ended, and I'll look around and I'll look at some of my generational compadres, ladies and gentlemen, I feel left behind. That's not a nice feeling. And it's because of that, I need to put Mr. Bedlam on notice. I don't care what match is set up. I don't care if I have to win a contendership match. I'll be more than happy to do that. But Jamal, come 2020, if you're still champion, I'm coming for that CCL Breakthrough Championship as well. And this is really just a warning for 2020. To everyone. To the people who support me, which I thank you for, and even to some of the people who don't like me. Not that it bothers me. 2020 ain't the year of precision. Oh, no. I'm not going to go on one of those, say it's the year of precision, and then look what happens for me entire year. It blows up in my face. No. 2020 is about being in the moment. About putting on the best matches. About trying to win titles, which I'm damn sure going to aim to do. 2020 is about becoming the one to look out for. And if there's one thing I will say about myself, it's that I will deliver a shot in virtual wrestling come this year, which no one will ever forget.